Hi, welcome to my video on rate and speed as a ratio. Rate as a ratio. A rate is a comparison of two numbers expressed in different units. A rate is normally written as a unit rate. Examples: 100 kilometers per hour is 100 kilometers divided by per hour is 1 hour. And that's normally written as 100 kilometers per h is hour. So the slash here indicates that division line. $20 per meter is $20 over 1. M is for meter. So it's written as $20 slash M. Again, the 1 is understood. The 1 hour is understood. 5 gallons per minute is 5 gallons divided by per minute is 1 minute. So that's 5 gallons slash minute. And 40 people per bus is 40 over per bus. So that would be 40 slash bus. And again, the 1 for bus, 40 people per bus. Write each as a unit ratio. Each is a rate. Examples: 500 for 2 days of work would be 500 divided by 2 days. So that would be 500 for 2 days is $250 a day. So $250 per day. 700 kilometers in 7 hours. 700 divided by 7 is 100. So that's 100 kilometers per hour for H. 36 millimeters of rain in 9 hours. 36 millimeters of rain in 9 hours. So 36 divided by 9 is 4, so that's 4 millimeters per hour. And water is rising at 2 meters in 2 days, so it's rising 2 meters is M in 2 days. So that would be 2 divided by 2 is 1 meter per day. Now you can practice. Practice means you can pause your video, work out these 6 answers, and come back to see if you're right. Press play. 240 students in 8 classrooms is 8 classrooms, so that's 24 divided by 8 is 3, so that's 30 students per classroom. $24 for 12 towels, so that's $2 per T. You can say spell out towel because there's no abbreviation for towel. $2 per towel. 50 meters in 25 seconds. So 50 divided by 25 is 2. So you're running or walking 2 meters per second. S is for second. And $480 for 12 bottles of water. So if I take the 12 and divide it into 4.80, the decimal is on the end here. So we take this decimal, move it up. 12 and 4 can't go. 12 and 48 goes 4. 4 12s is 48, subtract, you get a 0. Bring in your 0. So you get, in relation to dollars, you could say you get decimal 40 per bottle. And you have this is in dollars. You could say 40 cents and have no decimal there. $250 for 5 tickets. So that amounts to 5 tickets, 5 into 25 goes 5, so that's $50 per ticket. Again, unit rate is per unit, per ticket, per class, per towel, per meter, per second. Number 6, $36 for 30 liters of gas. So that's $36 divided by 30 L is for liters. 30, make that a 30. So I will divide 30 into $36. The decimal's on the end and the 30 to the right. The decimal and the dollar is right there. So since this is dollar, if I put 2 more, now I'm converting it into cents. 30 into 36 goes 1. I get 30 when I multiply. 6. Bring down your 0. 36 subtract 30 is 6. Bring down your 0. 30 into 60 is 2. You get a 60. Bring down your 0. So you can see you get $1.20 per liter. L is for liter. $1.20 per liter is a unit rate. Okay. Now, what about speed? What about speed as a ratio? Distance traveled is defined as rate times time. The distance equals rate times time. So D equals R times T. D for distance, R for rate, T for time. And some people write D equals RT. The RT is understood to be a multiplication, so you can write it down R times T or RT. Let's work out some. Find the distance of each. If the rate is 600 kilometers per hour and you travel for 2 hours, watch what I'm going to do now. So if I put down 600 kilometers per, if I think about it, this is over the hour times 2 hours. Now this H, which is hours, is on the bottom here as a denominator. So the H's cancel out. So what are you left with? You're just left with the number of kilometers. So because that's a rate, the hours is on the bottom, so the hours cancel out. So most people just go 6 times 12 is 12 kilometers. They don't think about these H's canceling out, but I'm just going to show you this because that's good in physics, good in more math that you do. 3 meters a second for 10 seconds. So 3 meters per second times 10 seconds. Again, that's on the bottom, so the S's cancel out. So 3 times 10 is 30 meters. We all know, or should know, the rate times time is the distance. So we don't write it down like this and cancel, but you should. I'm showing you, but you don't have to. If you're looking for it as an objective, you just say, oh, 3 meters per second, 10 seconds. Oh yeah, that's 30 meters. Practice. You work these out and play back to see if you're right. Here I go. 100 kilometers per hour times 4 hours. The hours cancel, so I get 560 kilometers. 4 times 140 is 560. And 2.5 meters per second times 4 seconds. The seconds cancel. And you get 2.5 times 4 is 10 meters. So distance equals rate times time. But I'm showing you the cancellation here. Distance equals rate times time. Then, if you think about it, well, what's the rate? So if we look at this equation here, and you want rate, so you're going to divide by time. So if you divide one side by time, you have to divide the other side by time. The time cancels out, so the rate is distance divided by time. Or rate R is D divided by T, which makes sense. Distance divided by time gives you a rate, which is a ratio. Find the rate or speed of each, the unit rate. So the rate is distance divided by time. So that's 200 kilometers divided by 2 hours. And if you think about it, that's 100 kilometers per hour. 200 divided by 2. And rate, you want the rate. D over T is the rate. Distance is 600 meters divided by 5 minutes. 600 divided by 5 is 120 meters per minute. Again, distance divided by time. So 8 distance divided by time gives me my rate. And 18 meters divided by 4 seconds. 4 into 18 goes 4. So if I divide 4 into 18, I get 4, 16, 2 left over. So that's 4 and 2 over 4, or 4 and 1, 4.5, or I could say 4.5, whatever you want. So 4.5, and is meters per second. Let's continue. I'll line this page up here, make sure we're okay. Practice. Now you work these out to see if you're going to be okay and understand what's happening. Here we go. Pause the video and play it back. So 400 distance divided by rate is 400 kilometers divided by 8 hours. 8 divided into 400. 8 divided into 40 is 5, so I got a 50 kilometers per hour. And distance divided by time. Now, see how I'm thinking? Distance divided by time. So rate equals D over T. Rate equals D over T. Distance divided by time gives you rate. So 5,000 meters divided by 2 hours. And 5,000 divided by 2 is 2,500 meters per hour. And 90 centimeters in 4.5 seconds. So rate equals distance divided by time. So distance, 90 centimeters divided by 4.5 seconds. And 4.5 divided into 90. Using the pen, I can use my calculator. So the decimal on the 90 is there. I move it one place in my divisor, so I move it one place in my dividend. 45 into 90 goes 2. That's the 90. Subtract and you get a 0. Bring down your 0, and 45 into 0 goes 0. So you get 20 centimeters per second is your rate or speed. Which is the better value? So I have two of them here. So to compare, I have to have the same dollar value. So I get dollars divided by liters. I have dollars divided by liters. And if I do that, that's dollars divided by the 4 liters. 4 into 4 goes once, 4 into 4 goes once, so I get $1.10. And if I divide here, I got dollars, so I get $1 per liter of milk. So notice it's $1 per liter. And when I divide, I get $1 per liter. Now, the better value would be the lower dollar value. So the better value here is this one. You only pay $1 per liter. The other one is $1.10 per liter. That's more. Golf clubs rent at golf club rental. If you had $25 for 5 hours or $24 for 4 hours, so $25 for 5 hours would be $5 per hour. So $24 for 4 hours would be $6 per hour. So the better rate would be the $5 per hour. So that one. 3, $12.24 for 12 liters, or $15.60 for 15 liters. Let's see. 12.24 divided by 12 liters. So 12 divided by 12 is 1. 12 into 2 can't go. 12 into 24 goes 2. So I get $1.02 per liter of gas. Now I have $15.60 Total pay $15. And if I divide this out, 15 to 15 goes 1. 15 to 6 can't go. 15 to 60 goes 4. So for this gas, I pay $1.04 per liter. So which is cheaper? The lower price is cheaper. The lower price is cheaper, better value. Coffee pods. So if you buy 60 coffee pods are $48. $48 divided by 60. So if we take 60 and divide into $48, let's see what you get. Dollars is a decimal on the end, so if you make it into cents, put 2 more decimals, move it up. So $48 is 48.00. 60 into that can't go. 60 into 480 is 8. 6 8 or 48. 0 times 8, 40. Subtract and get a 0, bring down a 0. Again, if you took your calculator and punched in, if you punched it in 60 into 48, you would get decimal 8. So that's 80 cents. Or decimal 80, or it's 80 cents. $35 divided by 50. And if you take your calculator, it works out very quickly, but let's do it by longhand. This is dollars, so we make it into cents. Done. 50 can't go. 50 into 35 goes 7. 0, 35. Subtract and get a 0. 50 into 0 can't go. So on this one you get, this one is decimal 80 cents, decimal 80, or 80 cents, or decimal 8 of a dollar per pod. And this one is 0.70 per pod. So the cheaper one is this one. 70 cents a pod is better than 80 cents a pod. Well, if you like my video, click on my like button, my subscribe button, my notification bell, write a comment on my video, and if you want, visit my website at mathfullyexplained.com. There you'll find information about me in one section. Another section on videos, you'll find teaching strategies you're going to use to help you learn your math. And the most important is a section on content, which has the units that I'm going to have, or the topics, the number of videos on each of the topics, and also in black font is the ones I have already completed, and in the red font is the ones that I'll be doing in the near future. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.